everybody, this is the website boy again with tutorial number 22. Today we're going to be creating tabs, and now this might sound very simple, but it's not as simple as it looks. Actually, it is very simple, but the functionality behind it is actually really advanced. You're going to be able to actually show content when people click on links and then hide the other content when they're not clicking on that link. It's going to be very cool. It's like an AJAX kind of effect on the page, and SEO search engines love it. All right, so keep an open, really open eye, pay very close attention to this tutorial. For those of you that don't know how to navigate my course, this is how you do it. And make sure that you subscribe. Hit that button right there. It's just gonna go and subscribe you to the channel. It's not gonna do anything else, ask you for email or anything like that. It's just gonna subscribe you to the channel. All right. Now, for those of you that want to do everything like me, this is how you do it. Just install Sublime and the Emmet plugin, and that's it. If you don't want to do that, you can just go ahead and use Notepad++ for Windows or Text Wrangler for Mac, which they are free. All right. If you see this thumbs up out there and you love my videos, click it, please. It helps me out so much you don't understand. It just brightens up my day, all right? Gives me a lot of motivation. Right now it's a Saturday and it's like really early in the morning. I'm doing these videos for you guys because I'm always thinking about, who can I help today? All right. So if you want to download my exercise files, you can go to the websiteboy.com/snippets. You can click the link in the bottom of the video and it can take you there and just download it. You can download the course or download the files. For those of you that love my videos, please, 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 please keep doing it. But I also want to thank you because you guys, really rock. You guys are awesome. All right. And then when I say you guys, I mean girls too. All right. So anyways, I'm going to show you how to do some really cool stuff with tabs right now. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and open up our Bootstrap folder. And in this folder, you're going to find tabs.html. Open up that on your browser. If you don't have that, go to the bottom of this video, click on the link for my website and download it from there. All right. In the code snippet section. So let's go ahead and open up our code editor. Let me, mine's in the other screen already. So I'm gonna bring it down here to this screen here. Let me just minimize this a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. So if you go ahead and open this up in your browser, I'm gonna double click it. You're gonna see a file like this. You're gonna see a navigation, right? And what we want to do, our goal is that when customers click on this link, they don't go to another page. They stay on this page and they can see the content for this specific link. So these are called tabs. You don't have to send customer to another page. You can have all the data in here, but some data is going to be hidden from, from other customers. For example, now when you come to this page, you're going to see content here, and that's going to be for the home. But when you click on the about link, that content is going to disappear and the content for this link is going to appear. And that's what we want to create, some tabs here, so customers don't have to go to another page. It's going to be really cool, so pay close attention to it. All right, so let me just minimize this so you can see it on the other side. Let me just take this off. We don't need that. All right, and actually we do need that. Let me just bring it back up again. I think it's this one. Yep, let's drag it into a co-editor. Make sure you have your co-editor open. All right, so now that we have it in a co-editor, this is the code for this specific navigation, right? It's a very simple node list with some classes that make this navigation. Now, the first thing that we need to do is when we click on this link here, we want something to appear, right? So we need to put some attributes here, some properties, all right? So one of the first thing that we are going to be doing here is adding a data toggle for JavaScript. Remember that? So let me just maximize this so you can see it. So we're gonna add a data toggle. All right, and what do we want to do? We want to tab. All right, so this is the property. That's the name of the property. Data toggle tab. This is gonna make everything move. Now it's not gonna move unless we tell it what to move. All right, so we need to create. Let's just create the first one here so you see what I mean. Let's just create the div where all this content is going to be. All right, the tab content. All right, so that's the class that I'm going to give this div, and then I'm gonna put everything inside this div. All right, this div is gonna have all that for me in here. Right, so what do I want to have here? I want to have one div for the homepage, right? And I'm gonna create a class of tab pane, right? Let me just create a div and show you. All right, so we have this div here, and then we're gonna create a tab pane class in there. All right, so this is gonna let Bootstrap know that this is something's gonna happen here, right? We're gonna create some styles for this div, but now we have the content here. For example, let's create some content. All right, and I'm going to call it, actually let me just put a heading here. Oops, that's not gonna work if I don't do it with lowercase. And I'm gonna say this is home, right? So I put a h1 title here with home inside and some text just to let people know that they are in the home link, right? So we create that, and then we're gonna do the same for all of them. We're gonna create for the about, and I think it's four of them: service and contact, right? Let's create another one, and then another one. All right, so now this is gonna be about. All right, this is gonna be service, and this is gonna actually, I think I went ahead of myself. Home, about, let me take that up here actually, bring that in, and then service, and here I'm gonna put contact. The last one is contact, that's why. All right, so if I go back to it, let me just go back and show you and refresh. Nothing's gonna happen if I don't save it, right? Well, you're not gonna see anything because we already letting Bootstrap know um, that these are tapping and they shouldn't actually show anything. So that's why it's not gonna show. You're not gonna see anything. All right. So let's go back to it and let's keep working on it. So now that we have, now if I take this div content class out and refresh it, then you're gonna see all the data in here. Okay. So that's why we have that div this right here called tab content to hide all this data from the browser. Now keep in mind, it's very good for SEO because the search engines are going to see all this data in there. We're not going to be hiding it with JavaScript. It's going to be in here already. All right, we're just hiding it. We're just displaying it to the, not displaying it to the user, but spiders, search engines can actually see it. All right, so let's just go ahead and save it again and refresh it. So now it's gone again. All right, so let's go ahead and keep working on it. Now that we have that div content here with its tab panes, right, we need to actually kind of indicate, put the first one selected, right? We want the user to see something here when they first come to this page, right? So we need to actually add a, first we add a fade because we want it faded in, and then, well, you're gonna see later, and then active. All right, and then in, that's another class. All right, then when we refresh here, we're gonna see that content for this home page. All right, so you're gonna see that. Okay, so the other thing that we need to do is, all right, so that's done. Let's go ahead and add an ID to this tab here for home, right here, because we need, so when we click on this link here, the home, we need to actually let this link know that this content right here is related to this link. So how are we going to do that? We already created a data toggle here, which is JavaScript. Is doing a function, but we need to actually put an ID on both places to actually let them know that they are related. So we're going to create an ID, and the ID is going to be called home. All right, and then we just put the ID right here. All right, we're going to do the same thing for all these links down there. So I'm just gonna copy and paste all of it like this here, and then here, and then here, and I'm just going to take this, make it about, make it service, I suggest you copy and paste. Sometimes you can make mistakes, and then you can take 2 hours to find something out when it's very simple. It's right in front of you. So now that we do that, now we need to create IDs down here also. So we're gonna create an ID for this top pane right here, and the ID for this one is gonna be about. We're gonna create another ID for this for the service one, and it's gonna be service. And then we're gonna create another ID for the contact. All right, and then we just oops right here, and then we save it. Now I saved it with Command S or Control S on the keyboard. So now we check it to see if everything is right. Everything should work right. I don't see anything that I've done that we messed this up. So let's go back to it, refresh it. Everything should work now according to my plans, right? About, boom, you got the about link right there. Service, you get the service link. And contact, you get a contact link. Now the reason that why you don't see these text changing is because they are all the same. So if for some reason you cut this off and you make this very small here, and you just say something like the website boy is the man, yeah baby. All right, you come back to here and you refresh it, then you go to about, see that, service, and then the website boy is the man. You see that? This is very useful, and all the content is here. We're just not displaying it at the same time. See that? Beautiful. This is how you do that. All right. So anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that was able to help you out. And if you like the video, like it on your in front of you there with a thumbs up. And if you like it very 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 much, share it with your friends. The next video I think is gonna be the last one in this series. I'm not sure yet, but we're gonna be jumping into the advanced series with Bootstrap and PHP. All right, so keep an open eye for that. Again, thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.